Hi, welcome to Just For Us. Today we're not having a Bible study, but we are going to have food for thoughts. And I have 3 food for thoughts that I ran into it by being home all the time and researching here and there. And I thought it might be interesting. But I only took like 5 minutes of each one, just to give you food for thought to see if you wanted to look into it yourself. But welcome to Just For Us. And I do miss all the ladies, Edna, Deborah, Martha, Marie, Brenda, all my friends, Eloise. I miss you all, and I wish I could see you. And of course, Miss Smith, I love you. So I'm going to start off my food for thought. Okay, I once read that a word is like a living organism, capable of growing, changing, spreading, and influence the world in many ways, direct and indirect. Though others I've never thought about words being alive, but then I thought of a word spoken almost 3,000 years ago. And you know who I'm talking about? The Bible. Written down and passed through generation to generation. And they seem quite alive when you read them or you speak them. Something happens today. And 3,000 years ago, as I ponder the power of the word to indice and divide, to claim and connect, or to create and affect change, I'm even more careful in what I say and how I listen to the words around me. There is power in the word, They even used to say, stick and stone will break my word, but words will never harm me. But that's not true. That is not true, and we all know that. In Matthew 26:41 say, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. A watchman does many things. He carefully watches what is happening and alerts the community. A watchman also warns city. He sounds an alarm to awake the people, to forewarn them. Jesus tells us to watch and pray, and that's what I've been doing. I was listening to Erickson, Corona-19 briefing. It was really good. Everybody's into it in Facebook. I realized as I was watching what was going on with the coronavirus, the invisible enemy has a secondary effect that has increased. There's been an increase from spousal abuse, suicide, child molestation, anger, anxiety, depression. This isolation versus health. Someone texted me saying, it looks like they want us to take the mark. Well, I don't know, but I also asked another person, do you think they want us to take the chip? Do you think that is the mark? And she said, I don't know, just like I did. I don't know. But she said the characteristic of the chip, they know so much information. It's the same information that in Revelation, they say you cannot buy, you cannot sell. Even though on this one, it'll know everything that you buy and you sell. So it's similar, so we have to be careful. I study many subjects that I just want you to think about. This is just food for thought. Okay, and then some of you know, some of these things I want to talk about, they're right here. And some of you guys know about it, and some of you don't. So I'm just bringing it up because I really think you guys need to be watch and praying over these topics here that I'm going to mention. The 5G, the deep state, and the Facebook and Google. Starting with the 5G, my cell beeped, and I looked at it, and it was Twitter. and it had Donald Trump's picture on it in the corner, which I made a copy of, in the corner of the text. And this is what Donald Trump said. I even made a copy, so I'll read it straight from there. I want 5G and even 6G technology in the United States as soon as possible. It is far more powerful, faster, smarter than the current standard. American companies must step up and make an effort or get left behind. There is no reason that we should linger behind. And then he sent another one, and he said, something that is so obvious, the future. I want the United States to win through competition, not by blocking the current or more advanced technology. We must always be in the leader of everything we do, especially when it comes to the very exciting world of technology. What is important about this is that you see, some people say, well, he's trying to do 5G. Well, 5G, the radiation is so powerful. You would need it on almost every other block, a little, what do you call that? Antenna. It's called the antenna. And but the trouble is that right now, so anyway, I Googled this on YouTube and Google to find out that there was a little war going on between the 5G with China and Europe and of course United States. So why so much interest in this 5G? One, it would be global. Two, to the power of the communication all over the world. Doctors can be able to do surgery from one side of the world to the other. You'll be able to copy a whole movie in 2 seconds, not 2 minutes, 2 seconds. You can record, I said that, I was ahead of myself. And over 50 million jobs will be created. And to know worldwide what everyone is doing, that is power. Well, I really don't want Europe to get it or China. I would like better the United States if we have to go that way. But do we have a choice? In Matthew 24:7 say, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquake in diverse places. All of these are the beginning of sorrow. This is just the beginning. Beware of the 5G. How worried should you be about health risks of 5G? Before I get into that, I just heard the other day real quick that in other countries they already started doing the antenna, the high antennas, and people are trying to knock it down. If we do that, we're just going to cause war against each other, and the government's not going to put up with it because this is power. And you might see people saying, we can do the 6G. No, you need the 5G before you do the 6G. The 6G might be just a better camera or better something, but the 5G is global. And they say the 5G is the next generation of cellular technology for the next generation of smartphone. By now, you have seen articles on Facebook, right? Even health websites are talking about it because it's bad for your health. 5G is dangerous. It escalates a transition cellular technology. One packet with high energy radiation is, somebody said it's something like the microwave. You know, living in a microwave. The diverse and it damages effect on human being. The new network generation radio frequency radiation can damage your DNA and lead to cancer. 5G is one of the greatest arrival in technology since the birth of the internet. It will track 17 trillions by 2035. That is why 2020 and beyond, we could see new health building opportunity from 5G. It's no wonder that the president recently urged Apple CEO and get involved with the 5G, and that the Washington Post declared that 5G is the mother of all invention. 5G has a potential of radiation change our life and society as we know it. That's quietly making a move that could see its stock will blast like the canyon. 5G goes to the mainstream. Already China has a huge building. They already have 5G out. They just don't have the antennas that are going so it can make it global. And it's a race on that. I remember the United States did win 4G. Now they're trying to get the 5G, which is much powerful. And the one that conquers will have all the power of the world. It will dominate the world. They will know what, where, and to see everyone. They can control the world. They will have the power. Hundreds and thousands of new wireless antennas in neighborhoods, cities, and towns. A cellular, small cell or another transmitter will be placed in every 2 to 10 homes. So every 2, depending on the size of it, will be planted an antenna 2 to 10 homes apart. According to the estimate around the world. In Matthew 24:6 say, and ye shall hear the rumors of war. This is it. See, there's a war going on, you don't even know about it. It's the technology, it's on technology. And the word of God tells you not to be troubled, for all of this must happen. And it will, things must come to pass, but the end is still not yet. And I wanted to touch a little bit on deep state, and there's a reason for each one of these. These are things that are happening that I'm trying to give you food for thought. If you never thought about it, just to make you aware. I was looking at Perry Stone. I don't know if many of you know, he's a famous preacher, and I see him on YouTube all the time on TV. He was talking about deep state. He said it is a secret society. They are powerful. They're like a shadow over the government. There's 300 countries, different religion. They are powerful in banking, food, media, travel, DMV, bus, train. He said all of this. You can look it up yourself on Perry Stone, Deep State. They know everything about just about everyone. The man Perry Stone interviewed asked Perry, what preacher that you know that you don't have their number, that you would like to have their number and talk to them. So he gave him a preacher's number. So he went, he said, oh, he typed it in, and the preacher's number had also a private number, which nobody should have. So he called the preacher, and the preacher got really mad and said, who gave you this number? This is my private number. But the man didn't want to explain himself. He just kept saying, are you so-and-so? So anyway, well, what Perry was telling us that they have everybody's number. There isn't a number that's listed that they don't know who to connect it with. Okay? Their children go to the best colleges. They know each other. They are best friends. He said sometimes you could see a Republican and you could see a Democrat arguing on issue. And after they leave, they be the best friends. You just never know. So you'll be shocked who you know who's best friend with who. When it comes to the issue, that's all they fuss about. Other than they keep united, the kids go to certain elite schools and everything. Now, I'm not saying these are Republican or not, because that's not what I'm saying. This is a secret society. This man told Perry Stone that deep states are Luciferian. And he said, especially in Europe, they're more Luciferian there. When they gather together and they pray to Lucifer. They call him Father. And the reason why believe this is because of Luke 4, 5, and 7. It says in Luke 4, 5, and 7. And this is why they prefer to be Luciferians than to be Christians, which is Luciferian is Lucifer, follower of Lucifer. The devil taking him up. This is when Jesus was getting tempted, and the devil took him up into a mountain. And the devil said unto Jesus, he says, you see all of this? This power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. If thou therefore will worship me, which is Satan talking, all shall be thine yours, ruler of this world. So they figure, well, why should I follow Jesus? When I can follow him, Lucifer is the ruler of this world. He owns it. And they want riches. And that's why they worship Lucifer. Jesus said in John 14:30, I will no longer talk much with you, for the ruler of this world, which is Satan, is coming, and he has no power over me. Now, Lucifer has no power over Jesus, but he's warning the people that he is the ruler of the world, is Satan. Okay? That's John 14:30. Look it up in your Bible. This title suggests that he is the major influence over our world. Scriptures teaches that the whole world is in his power. We know that we are of God, and the whole world lies in the evil one, though. That's 1 John 5:19. Once you're Christian and you're born again, God, the power that God has over Satan, that Jesus has over Satan, he has given it to his believers. So do not be afraid. If you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and you have accepted him, you're okay and you got that power. You just have to learn how to use it. In whom the God of this age blinds the mind of the unbelievers. So if you don't believe in God or Jesus, Satan got you. He got you blind. That the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God, shall not dawn upon them. And that's 2 Corinthians 4:4. Angel of light, he appears as an angel of light. The devil can appear as a good person, angel of light. And no marvel, for even Satan fashioned himself into an angel of light. 2 Corinthians 11:14. Deep state, presently called the God of this world. In 2 Corinthians 4:4, Jesus referred to Satan's kingdom. Satan must have control of this world now, but Jesus has the power over him, and Jesus gave us the power. Now you might find this all strange, but I want to show you something before I talk to you about Google and Facebook. But I'm going to get up because I really want you to see this. These guys were in jail, or they were somewhere, and they had a $20 bill. Now, this has been out for years, maybe in the 80s or 90s. And I would like to know if it seems like everything the government does, it's already been like they know, like when we were talking about Bill Gates, he was already talking about this virus on 2015. But this dollar bill, I'm just going to get up and get closer. Jose, stay right there. Excuse me. How come I can't see it? Okay, Jose, hold it right there. You see this $20 bill? Well, that is the Twin Tower. If you fold it a certain way, it gives you the Twin Tower. And then if you turn it around, what you get is the Pentagon. Now, the Pentagon was also, they tried to destroy it. But how can somebody create a $20 bill predicting what happened in 9/11? Because the government already had predicted it. It's like the hiding society. You know, the Luciferian, if you go through the dollar bill, they're the ones that made the first dollar bill. And that's why all those symbols, is their symbol. But yet, the $20 bill, and this is an old one because they don't make these anymore, so I saved this one. But if you fold it a certain way and put it in like an arrow, you see how it's pointing? Or like that, you could see the Twin Tower. Anyway, my last food for thought is, it's called The Creepy Line. Oh, I really want you to take out that documentary and then look at everything that is a creepy line. It's very interesting. Okay, it's a video, it's a documentary exploring the influence of Google and Facebook have on public opinion and power, and companies have that is not regulated or controlled by the national government. They don't have no specific law. Google knows your interests, what you search before you, and then makes a profile. I use Google a lot, but I use it a lot in my research and like Bible stuff, and things like that. But still, to know what I'm looking at in my research, knows that I am a Christian, and knows what level I am from the way I studied with Google. Facebook knows your family and your friends. Okay, it knows your personality, your interests, your contacts, and how you respond to it. They know your likes and dislikes. You notice that little finger that goes up or go down on Facebook? So they know what you like and what you don't like. Okay? And they have other symbols. They know what you love. It has a little heart, something laughing, wild, sad, anger. They know what gets you angry because that little thing when you make a comment, you check, so they know. Okay? Have you ever thought how Google and Facebook, now they're like this. They're free. Doesn't cost you a dime. Okay? They sell digital identity to companies. They are known to influence you by the data you put in. 2 examples, let's say somebody's shopping for anything and you want to know the quality, what is the best, because you want to get the best. Of course, they're going to put the number 1, they have four that you can pick, number 1, and they'll put a name and blase like that, and they know you're going to pick number 1 because you want the best. Okay? And what about when you, most likely, well, let's talk about the election. They also influence in election. You remember in Facebook, they were talking about Hillary Clinton. Well, they put down that Hillary Clinton is the devil. Now, if you like Hillary Clinton, you're going to say, no way. But if you don't like her, you say, I knew all the time she was a devil. So they like to influence, and by them putting about candidates, good stuff, bad stuff, and all of that, they can change an opinion, and they do that in the election. They'll pick a side or they'll pick both or whatever, because they know what you like and they don't like, so they can influence you. So that's how they influence you, and then they sell your information to companies. That's where they get their money. 90% of their money comes with selling your information. What about if somebody is looking for a candidate or is looking for people a certain age, a certain religion, a certain dislike and dislike? They give them, here, these are it. These are it, because they know everything. These are the people that will buy your product. These are the people, so they're going to go towards the people that they're looking for, but they pay them. That's how they make money from your identity. Okay, confirmation of bias. Support what you already think. They already support what you already think, so they know how to manipulate it. Okay, the tendency to interpret new evidence as confirmation one existing belief and theory. So they'll put new information and mix it up with what you believe and theory to get you towards that side. Okay, Google and Facebook are free to use to get all the information from you. They sell it. They sell it, and it's free will. What they're selling is your free will and they make a lot of money for that. So as I finish this program, this is just food for thought, okay? I use Facebook and I use Google, but now that I know the influence that they have to direct me, I'm very careful what I read, who stuff I read, and most of the time I try not to make a comment. You know, I try to keep my personal, what I feel. At least it's a friend's birthday, you know, thumbs up, happy birthday, whatever. But I'm going to end this program, and I really want you to look up Creepy Line documentary. They're all free and they're on YouTube. Look up 5G, but just don't read just one. Read as many as you can. Or listen, you just kick back and you listen. Or look at Deep State. And if you want, Perry Stone has a very good description of Deep State. He teaches on it very good. Okay, I just give you a little information. There's so much more. I could write like a whole series on each one. Okay? So, but God wants you to know this, and this is what I do. You watch and you pray. You watch and you pray. Matthew 26:41. I leave you with this scripture. Watch, pray, that you do not enter into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Well, as I ended, I just want to thank you and God bless you. May you all be safe. Let's keep praying for one another, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.